Now we are in the last part of our series on getting started. So we covered from how you can get started by adding your company details, then adding your first client, organizing your price book by various categories, creating packages, etc. Now it's time to utilize all this information like team members that you have added, etc. and then create a job from it. And in this video, I'm going to walk you through how you can create jobs from start to finish and then ultimately convert into an invoice, covering the full life cycle from adding a client to finishing a job and creating an invoice for them. So when you come into FieldCamp, on the workspace from the sidebar, you will see the third option, which is jobs. And then when you click on it, it will land you to the jobs table, where you will see the list of all the jobs that you have been doing, what clients they are for, what are the status of it, etc. and if it's still open, scheduled, complete, etc. Now let's say how to create a job. I want to create a job. I'll just open the creation pop-up and I will select the client for which I want to do a job. If they are not a client, for example, you are on your phone and the customer says that, hey, we are interested in your services, when can you come? So the first thing you will do is you will press add a client button and quickly add their basic details like, hey, sure, I can help you out. Please give me your name, email address and phone number. Once they are into the system, you will just select them. For example, I'm going to select this client. And then over here, there are multiple options. So the first one is, of course, when you select the client, three things will be automatically loaded: the address, job number, phone number, and then the client history. In case you have a lot of repetitive clients and you want to have a look at that, hey, when was the last time we did the job for this person? It was almost 2 months back in September, and this was the person from my team who went, and what is the status of those jobs, or what is the invoices, estimates, anything that has been made for this client, or if there's any pending payments. So I can quickly have a look at the client history when I'm creating the job, and then I can select if it's a one-off job or a recurring job. But just before doing that, for example, if you are someone like in appliance repair industry, then you usually tend to deal with clients where you do the job for them, like you fix the appliance for them, then you are going to be billing it to the manufacturer or the person who covers the warranty for it. If that is the case, then this option is for you, where you just say that, hey, while I'm doing the job for this person, I want the invoicing or the estimating to be done to another company which is going to cover the bill for it. And that can be anyone else from the client list as well, which you have added. Now, when it comes to scheduling the job, there are, as I said, there's a one-off job or a recurring job. You can select the start date, end date, start time and end time. So for example, I can say that I want to do this job on 27th November 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. So that's one of the quickest way of doing it. But there are a few more options here. Anytime. So for example, if you are into industry like, for example, HVAC or installation, where you have to go to 50 places or 10 places throughout the day, but then you don't know what's the best possible route to go through, and you want to optimize your route as well using FieldCamp's route optimization features, then the anytime filter is just going to be like, hey, I know I'm going to go to this person's house on 27th, but it's just I don't have a fixed time that I'm going to go at, and once I optimize my route, then I'm going to assign it a time. So that's the option for any time. But there's also other use case for it, where there are businesses, for example, installation businesses who only do like one job a day, where they don't need to assign a specific time to it. It's just throughout the day, the crew needs to go and do that only one job. So then they can select any time. The other option is schedule later. So if you have a CSR who takes a call for an incoming job request, but then they are not the one who is going to be doing the scheduling, the dispatch manager is, then you can just choose schedule later. So it will just skip all these options, and then basically what you will just be doing is you will be adding the client details, phone, etc. and then it will just go into the pipeline of the pool of jobs that you need to do. And then the third option is let AI find the best time. This is most helpful when you are a CSR, you are on your phone, or you are a dispatch manager who is taking the phone, and the customer asks you that, hey, when can you come to this job? Then you say, okay, what's the problem? It's just a quick fix. It will take us 2 hours. Then let me find when can we come. And then based on the address of the person and then availability of your team members, we will suggest you some people from your team who can go ahead and do this job. Now, of course, I have not configured the technicians on this account fully, or they have not been activated, so the suggestions don't come in. But once the suggestions are coming in and technicians have been added, then it will be very accurate, and it will take into consideration the drive time, the availability, etc. And you can just choose a slot that works out for you. There is a recurring job. In the recurring job, it's pretty intuitive. You will just select when the recurring schedule starts from. So I'll say 1st of December, and then it will repeat either on a weekly, monthly, bi-weekly basis, or there is a custom schedule. So I can just choose that it is going to repeat, for example, every 2 weeks on Tuesday. So I can create this custom schedule like every 6 months, every 4 months, etc. And then we have a let AI find the best time here as well. So what this will do is you will just say that, hey, the job will take 2 hours and the max travel time should be like 30 minutes. But then for next, let's say if I'm scheduling a job for this schedule, and there's gonna be like every day I have to go to this job, or every week, for example, there are 5 visits. Suggest me a time when someone from my team can go to this job for next 5 visits and anytime throughout the week. Then it will tell you one slot where one person from your team can go, and it works out for all of those 5 visits. There's also an option for automatic invoice generation. This feature is mainly for recurring job schedules, where you can just say that, hey, after each visit is completed, because one job can have 10 visits, like one job, for example, in this case has 5 visits because we are going there weekly for 1 month. Then for each of those visits, I want to have one invoice. So I can just say weekly, or I just want to group everything together. Then I want to keep like a month, at the end of month, for all of those 5 visits, just charge everything together. So those are the things which I can do. You can assign team members. If you want to do skill matching, you can do also like enter the skills that are required for this job. So when AI finds the time, it will take the skills into consideration as well. You can add line items. Line items is mainly what we added in the products and services. You can choose it from your price book that, hey, I'm going to be doing this thing, or I'll just add this package, and then everything will be automatically be added to this job. Any instructions that I want my team members to follow, I have the ability to link this instruction to estimate and invoice, and then I can add any attachments like pictures that I had done from the inspection, or I can select checklist that applies in this case. To add a checklist, of course, you can add it after creating the job, but you can go into settings, and I will in another video we show how you can add checklist as well. And then you can just create the job. Once the job is created, you will see that on calendar, for example, that let's see, December 1. There you go. So December 1, as we added, the job was added. Everything will be on the calendar. Who is going? We didn't assign a team member, so it's unassigned still. And if you go on the job over here in the awaiting, you will see that this has not been assigned, and you want to just assign it to someone by dragging and dropping it. And once that is done, it will automatically be moved to the assign tab, and now it's assigned to Miami. Now what I can do is I can go from here, for example, to get more details on the visit if there's any, or I can, once the job has been completed, I want to change the status of it. So what I will do is, actually, let me go back to the calendar for this visit info. These technicians can do this from the mobile app, but there's an option from the web as well where I can change the status of it, that hey, now I'm gonna go to this visit, now I'm traveling for it, I've reached the destination, I'm starting work, I'm finishing work, I'll collect the signature, and then the job will be marked complete. What is the purpose for these statuses? So unlike manually time tracking it, so usually you start a timer, then people always forget to update it. What we do is, when you change the statuses, we automatically geos timestamp it based on the latitude and longitude of technician. So what that means is, because of the live tracking feature that we have, based on that we just collect the time tracking for that job, that day they were traveling for 20 minutes, they were at the site for 1 hour, and then the job was done for total of 1 hour 20 minutes, something like that. Now you will see the color of job has changed because we have completed the particular job or the visit. Now if I open the job tab, there I can open the particular job which we just completed. And then for this one, I can easily just generate an invoice for it. Everything will be automatically be loaded. I can save the invoice, and then I can send out the invoice from right here to the customer if I want it. The email address is automatically pulled, or I can record a payment for it, or close this invoice and mark it as fully paid and send the receipts for it as well. So in this video, we covered how you can create a job, a one-off job or a recurring job, and then what AI features that you have, then how you can manage your calendar, assign jobs, and then ultimately once a job is been done or it's marked complete, how you can convert into an invoice. Now in the following videos, we will get more deeper into AI scheduling, dispatch, template customization, etc. But as always, if you have any other questions, just feel free to reach out to us.